Hello everyone, welcome back, and this video is to door cards build, along with what I done in the last video, so when I put the 215s in. Obviously you'll see how old this video is because I've taken them out now. I've got a Team Red in there, and that's actually came out now as well because I've got the SPL version, so yeah. But anyway, I'll just let you sit back and watch the video. Right, it's the scary part. Okay, my engine started the best it's ever started. That starter motor sounded very, very happy. So I'm gathering the alternator thinks the battery's fully charged. So there we go, 13. It should go up to 14 if I rev it. Right, now it's time to put the 15s in. So let's get to it. Right, this is the moment of truth. Well, as you can see, the 15s work, so everything's set up good. So why don't we have a go at building the door cards now? So as you can see, I made a cardboard template of what I want it to look like, and let's start marking out this design on this dodgy bit of wood I found in the bin, but it should be alright. So it's just an old sub I got. That's for the tweeter. I'm gathering, there we go, and I'm just changing the design as I go, but it's starting to take shape. This is what it looks like without all the curves I'm going to put. There's a little bit I just need to take off here because it's hitting against the door handle. But yeah, here we go. Here's the curves. I think that's going to look pretty nice when it's finished. That's a dodgy curve, but it's fixed with some magic. There we go, perfect. Just look at the quality and the fabrication going into this already. But of course, there's two doors on my car, so I've got to make another one, and it's going to be inverted. So again, another bit of wood I found in the bin. Let's go and mark out the design. There we go, test fit with this old battered speaker. We got them all cut out, and I've just got to do the same thing on the other piece. And yeah, it should look something like this. It's going to look pretty cool, hopefully. So I thought, why not spray the handles black with a nice gloss and clear coat, and I'm just drying it with this heat gun as it's like -50 outside, and I dropped the camera. Right, next on this is to mount this bit of wood to the plastic on the door with some screws. And now, using the Dremel, it's broken and spins at like 1 RPM, we can go and cut the circles out for the door speakers to fit in. There we are, looks perfect. Oh, that looks a bit battered. Let's make sure the wood's on that and no one sees what the underneath looks like. So let's screw that back in, and then we can begin fiberglassing. Now I can go and do a bit of a bodge job and just use masking tape as a guide for the fiberglass, but hopefully it should be alright. Now, mixing this together, it's a very, very strong chemical, and I realised that after the garage smelt with it. It was all over my clothes and I couldn't get rid of the smell for a few days. But here's the fiberglass. I got it covered all over my clothes, in my skin, everywhere. It was even in my shoes. And it's probably because I didn't wear gloves, because I didn't have any, so I used masking tape on my fingers. But anyway, it's done. And after it's dried, I done a quick coat of primer, because I was originally going to spray this gloss black. I then didn't like the finish of the primer and put a load of body filler over it and sanded it down to try and make it extra smooth. And I sanded this down pretty insane. I think I went up to 1000 grit, and it was like the softest material I've ever felt. But then when I sprayed it, it just went back to normal again. And the reason why the black paint turned grey is because it reacted, so I had to do it again. But anyways, that's all the fiberglass painted now, and I'm going to sand it down again, because it's now time to do the top half. So a bit of the old primer, and then a bit of the old gloss black paint, and hopefully it should turn out alright. And here's what the finished result looks like. It looks okay. I've done a few coats of clear lacquer as well off camera, but I ended up, as you can see in the next clip, changing it. So I installed these on my door, and when I was bored one day, I just sent the photo to AI and said, how can I improve it? And it came back with this, and I thought, I want to do that, so I did. Right, so the door cards are on because I had to take them off anyway, so yeah. This is the paint job. Looks terrible, doesn't it? And I mean, look at that. Like, I'm not happy with the quality, and me being an idiot, I didn't mask the door up, so it's covered in rubbish. Like, I mean, we've got stuff like this, it's all gonna have to be fixed. Look at the quality of that, it's terrible. But I mean, it is solid, but it doesn't look very nice. And yes, mismatch, I know, but this is all temporary. So what I want to do is I'm going to cut strips of MDF all the way around here. I'm going to cover that in carpet, and then the centre part I'm going to cut it in leather. So we're getting straight to it. I'm going to mark a load of lines down the MDF and cut a load of strips so I can bend them. Okay, so I've cut it. A few bits have snapped, but it doesn't matter because I'm going to staple it, as you can see, and then put it in glue. So yeah, it looks right. Okay, so I've done this part, and look at the quality of that. Perfect. And look at this bend. Insane. So I've just got to do the rest of it now. Right, now imagine this is straight and not bent to smithereens. But it's nearly done. It's going to go around the outside. And I've also ordered the same leather that's used on this box. So, don't know what I'm doing at all, as you know. But I've glued them and clamped them to a right angle. They probably still will move, but at least they're a bit stronger. Okay, so the glue's dried and it's done wonders. Look at that. Look at that, staying in the same place. So what I've done is offered it up with a Stanley knife, just cut a little thing for the speakers to sit on so it sits nice and flush. And I've just drilled holes for it, marked it, and then done a small drill bit through the fiberglass. So I'm just going to screw it in. Now I can go and attach this to the door. Right guys, what do you think of the quality? Not very good, I don't care. There you are, goes loops round, goes up, round there, done this piece finally, just put one screw in. My drill, I had it on charge all night, still dead, don't know how. And yeah, that's the rest of it. Okay, I'm not going to bore you too much because it's the exact same process, but I'm doing the second door now. So yeah, you definitely know it's your own build when you got blood everywhere. Seem to have cut a part of my thumb with a saw. Don't know how, but definitely not because I'm holding it like that. But yeah, I wonder if sawdust can go into your blood because there's probably a lot in it. And now I can't really show the rest of the clips because it actually was quite a bad cut and blood went everywhere. This is the second one dried in the house with a load of rubbish around it. Right, I've gone a bit far, but I have actually carpeted all of it. It actually don't look too bad. If you look at the back, it looks really dodgy, but it doesn't matter. So, this part now, oh yeah, and the glue dried, as you've probably seen in the previous clip. That'll go on there, and then you just have the leather. Now I've got the hard task of threading the speaker wires through. Right, welcome to the footwell. Here's the pedals. And I'm going to attempt to chuck this camera up here for you. Basically, this plug is actually accessible. You just have to put your hand up here. So I can easily thread the wire through without using any string or anything, and it just went straight through the grommet. It was well behaved, and that is now the supply for my other speakers on the door. And by this time it was 10 at night and I couldn't actually see anything. Anyway, the leather's arrived, and I actually got quite ill, probably from that cut, so I couldn't talk in any of these videos. But yeah, I basically just put the leather on just about, and I was quite ill and I didn't really get much of it done. But anyway, we can now use this suede I got off Temu, and it actually is awesome. Look at that. That goes over the old dodgy bit, and it now looks like a professional installation. There we go. And I'm just going to do the same thing on the other door. Bish, bash, bosh, done. Should look at the fabrication and quality going into that. Sketchy, but I don't care. They do the job. And yes, the leather's the wrong way round, and I did change that in the end. But yeah, if you want to hear these door speakers, they just sound like normal door speakers, so there's nothing really interesting there. But I hope you enjoyed the video, and this car is now ready for proper droppers at the weekend. And this was filmed, this clip here, the day before, so I managed to just get everything done just in time. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video of this door car build, and hopefully I'll see you again.